Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
You can hear me? Okay, good. No feedback this time. Good, good, good. Hey, this is your girl, your sister, your auntie, your friend. I'm here with Soulful Revelations tonight. I have the beautiful ladies, Miss Katie McKnight and Miss Alicia Thomas. Tell them about yourselves, ladies.
You can go first, Alicia.
Okay. Well, my name's Alicia. I'm born and raised here in Gainesville, Florida, and I am the mother of 2 adult children and 6 grandchildren.
Oh,
I'm glad to
sweet.
be here.
Awesome. We are glad to have you. Miss Katie.
I am Katie McKnight, again, like Alicia, born and raised here in Gainesville. I'm the mom of 2 amazing sons. I run a couple of businesses and work a regular job, and also am beautiful like the other 2 ladies on the podcast tonight.
I know that's
Oh,
right.
thank
I know
you.
that's right. So tonight, ladies, we're going to be discussing a topic that is near and dear to my heart. The BBBW. That is the
Okay.
beautiful, big black woman. Yes. And when I say big, I don't necessarily mean size. I mean personality. I mean
Right.
hair. I mean
Right.
clothes. I mean everything is big about her. Everything. So because I'm always asked about, and I know you all are also asked the same question because this is why I have you guys on the podcast, is because you're always fly, you're always cute, you always have yourself together. And I'm always asked, where did you get that from? Where did you get those clothes from? Are you all asked the same question?
Yes.
Yes.
Most definitely.
And what's your answer?
Well, my answer is I get it from wherever I can fit in at. Any store that any store that I can go in and I can find something that I can wear, then normally I'll buy it. Only if it's on sale
What?
Right. Right.
Exactly, exactly. What about you, Miss Katie?
So people ask me all the time, and I tell them, and it's not to be like smart mouth, but I get my clothes from the same place you get your clothes from. Like I think this shirt that I have on right now came from Old Navy. I
See,
shop at Old Navy, Target, Walmart. I shop at the same places everybody else shop at.
yes,
I guess
Sandy's,
right,
yes,
consignment shop, wherever.
wherever. Like I
yes.
get my clothes from the same place, so it's not like a magical store that I go to.
Right.
Amazon,
But it's cute, so they
Exactly.
want to know why you got where you got the cute stuff from.
right? The cute stuff. Yeah, you got to put in some work for that, but yeah, the
That's
same
it.
place. Hmm.
That's it. That's it. That's it. So I have a host of questions for you, ladies, and I'm sure you have some for me. I'm going to start out about your personal journeys about being a plus size woman. And one of the questions is I'm going to ask you, Miss Alicia, can you share your personal journey towards body positivity, self love as a plus size Black woman? Like, how do you feel in your body?
Mm.
I am very confident in my body. I won't say that I was always that way, but I have come to love myself for who I am and what I look like.
Mhm.
Um, there was a point in time where plus size women were not accepted, and they looked down on us. But my thing is, I built my self esteem up within me,
Mhm.
and I love me for me. And honestly, if nobody else does, I know that I love me, so I don't worry anymore about how people may look at me, how they may perceive me, or what they may even think or say about me. I'm confident in my size, my shape. um Anything I don't like is just my personal quarrels about it, but I love me.
Yes, yes, absolutely. What about you, Miss Katie?
So I've always been well, no, I'm not gonna say that. So I've been like plump my whole life. My parents did an amazing job of keeping me active. Like I had to play soccer. I had to play t-ball. Like I had to do those things. Um, and it kept me, in just a little plump girl size. But as I got you become an adult, I have children, things change, stuff pop out where it didn't pop out before. Um, but I've always said, because of my parents, they have always hyped me up, especially my dad. So having him in my life, never, I never felt different. I
Good,
didn't. Just felt
good,
like just a regular girl. Just
good, good. That's awesome. I think the same thing for me. I was always told that I was beautiful. Like I
mm-hmm.
was always told that I was beautiful, you know, by my parents, by my siblings, by my cousins, like everyone. So my beauty, it's that was instilled in me as a little girl. And I tell
Right.
all, you know, especially those who have little girls, if you tell them that they're beautiful at a young age, they're never
Started at
looking for
home.
a man waiting for them to tell them that they're beautiful. They
Mm-hmm.
already
Exactly.
know that they're beautiful in the inside. So
Mm-hmm.
that was really, really instilled in me at a young age. Now, it took for me to get like in sixth grade before I realized that my body was different from everybody else's because, and I tell y'all just a little history. I'm not gonna name his name because he's married now and he's a good guy. But he told me in the sixth grade that I was fine. And Lord, when that man told me I was fine and I was in the sixth grade, child, I've been thinking I was fine since I was in the sixth grade.
And you have been.
Right.
So that, you know, that helped, you know, just boost my confidence about my body.
Right.
I already
Right.
felt that my face was pretty, but then that boosted my confidence about my body even more at a young age.
Because
Katie, I got a question.
that is something that you'll hear from a lot of people first. It's like, oh, you got a pretty face. Well,
Yes.
all of me is pretty, honey.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, but
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that's the first thing they'll say. Oh, you got a pretty face. All of me is
Yes.
pretty.
Oh, you cute to be a plus size girl. I'll be
Mm.
like, oh, you about to make me get ghetto with you. Exactly. Okay, I have a question for you, Katie.
What's up?
Were there specific moments or experiences that empowered you to embrace your body?
Yeah, there were. We're not
Okay,
gonna talk about it right here, but there were some moments.
I'm done.
Um, there, there has been moments that have allowed me to empower my body because, like, once you're so secure within yourself, mentally, emotionally, you learn to love everything that your body is at the moment, in that space. Now, 10 years later from now, will something change and I might look at something different? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But once you become like healed, I mean, you talked about it on another podcast. Once
Yes.
you become healed inside as a person, you accept all of the beauty that you encompass. Like
Yes.
Alicia says, we're more than just a pretty face. Actually, everything about us is pretty. We have
Yes.
beautiful
Exactly.
brains. We have beautiful brains. You
Yes.
know,
Exactly.
we have beautiful personalities.
Yes.
So, like when somebody is handicapped and they say like when you lose one sense, the other sense becomes more
Heightened.
enhanced,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? So the thing about being a plus size girl is, um, you might not be as skinny as the other person or that you might see, but your personality is banger,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
you
Right.
automatically outshine them just when you walk
Yes.
in the room.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
So
absolutely.
definitely.
you
Oh,
might
absolutely.
they people might think you lack because you're not as small as someone else, but when you walk in the room, you command the attention because you're
Yes.
so
Exactly.
confident within
You
yourself.
own it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, and yes, absolutely. Um, so how do you feel how plus size women have been represented in pop culture and in media?
I myself, at one point in time, we weren't represented as much in the pop culture. Actually, in a lot of stuff, we as plus size women weren't represented. Within maybe over the last several years, 10 years, more plus size women are coming out.
Mhm.
There are more plus size models on commercials. Um, I see them all the time now on Nike commercials and stuff like that. So it just really it touches me and it makes me feel so good that
Yes.
it's not just a skinny woman that's always representing for you know, these people. I mean, and we as plus size women, we spend our money with you guys too. So I mean, put us out there, you know,
Yes.
so let us show them what, you know, us plus size women have and, you know, can
Yes.
show.
Absolutely.
Love it. Today
Absolutely.
I was scrolling on Facebook today, and it was an Adidas ad, and it was a plus size Black woman on an Adidas ad, and I was like, "Come on, Adidas!"
What?
And it wasn't just like plus size that stopped at like an extra large
Oh,
or
yeah.
one.
Exactly.
The
3X,
that
4X
right,
now.
that Adidas outfit went up to a 4X, and I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yes.
"Thank you," because you know we are more than just a 1X girl. We're more than just
Yes.
1X generation.
Yes.
People who are larger like to look good too. So I was
Yes.
like, come
Exactly.
on, Adidas.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, how about like, and this is for you, Katie. How about how has embracing your body positivity impacted your confidence and your empowerment of yourself?
If I am not confident within myself, I can't empower anybody else.
Mhm.
You know, I have like a whole like women's mentoring group that follows me. So I can't be trying to hide behind the shadows because I think being plus size isn't enough. You as a person, no matter
Isn't
what
it?
size you are, you're enough,
Yeah.
Yes.
regardless.
Yes.
Um, Thankfully, again, I've had times in life where I felt discriminated against, but thankfully, I literally could hear my dad say something to me, or my mom. Like I can hear him in my ear, encouraging me. So, it wasn't easy. I didn't fall into the deep hole of I'm a big girl. I can't do anything. I can't get nothing done. I
Mhm.
never fell into that hole. Do you get like
Right.
feel some type of way sometime? Of course, we're human,
Yeah.
but I've
Right.
never fallen into that hole. Like I continue to like uplift myself. And then I'm gonna just be honest with you, since we're talking about it, men uplift me too.
What?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like
What?
there's no, we don't have a reason to just sit behind in the shadows.
No, not at
Mm-mm.
all.
That is so true. And everything that you said is just like so on point because like you said, I mean, men are, and you know, there was a point in time where men weren't as uplifting to plus size women. But they got on board and
Mhm.
realized that they were missing out. But yeah, I mean, I'm like that. I've always encouraged myself. You know, and like she said, I've heard it from you, you know, you've heard it from other people. Oh, you're a pretty girl, you know, this, that. But you know, I just encourage myself every day. And I've always told myself that if you don't make yourself, you know, feel pretty, then you're not going to feel pretty. It affects your day and you know
Yes.
how your day is going to flow and stuff. So,
Yes.
you know, that's the one thing about me and it's kind of crazy. It's like if I leave home without my earrings, my necklace, my bracelet, my watch on, I feel naked. So it's just like I have on my way to work, my watch is missing. I'm turning around and go get it. You know, so you just
Me
have to encourage
too.
yourself and you know encourage others and let them know you know that you know it's okay to
Yes.
be plus size and you know just take care of yourself.
Mhm.
Yes. Well,
Right.
I help you out. I keep earrings in my center console in the car. So if I leave some earrings home and as I'm walking out the door, I got another set in the center
Oh,
console. I just pop them in, no matter what color they are.
oh. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie now. I think I'm a little anal about that, so I kind of gotta have make sure I got the right ones, and
Oh
you know.
no. Liz, I was Punky Brewster in my former life, girl. I don't care what color it is. I promise you I was. Go
That's
ahead,
cute.
Katie. You were saying something.
No, I was laughing with y'all. No, I
Oh.
was laughing with
That
y'all.
color don't mean nothing to me. Child, I throw on a different color. I just like colors. It don't matter what color it is. I just
Yeah, I don't mind the color. I like I said, it's a mind thing. So if hey, if
yes.
I got on gold and I need to make sure everything's gold or make sure everything's silver
Gotcha.
or you know
That's the
whatever I'm doing.
fashionista in you. That's your
Yeah,
fashionista.
that's what that
Yes,
is.
Yeah.
absolutely. So tell me this. Have either of you faced any challenges like stereotypes being a plus size woman? And how did you overcome them? Whether they were like professionally, whether they are personally. Katie, you do a lot of things in the ministry. Was it, did you feel like someone possibly discriminated against you or caused some type of challenge or stereotype because of your size?
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. I can remember vividly a few years ago, I went to the mall to get my eyebrows threaded,
Mm-hmm.
and the lady told me I was too big to sit in her chair.
Wow.
Mm.
I was like, for real? I am. Well, I'm gonna sit right here so you can do my eyebrows.
Oh,
And if your chair breaks, you can just buy another one.
oh,
Ooh.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
That's
because you're not gonna
Exactly.
try me. You're not gonna try me like that. And then
no.
another stereotype I think they have for plus size people is that I guess they don't think we get up and move and go anywhere. Girl,
Hmm.
I be at Disney World. I got teenagers, you know,
Right.
everywhere. I'm at the
Listen,
pool. I'm at the pool.
yes.
I'm going on a cruise in a couple weeks.
Oh,
I'm everywhere. People
okay.
are gonna always stereotype you because you don't look. The, their stereotyping comes from intimidation.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
most definitely.
You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? You don't look like them, so how dare you walk in the room with that outfit on,
Yeah.
just like I did, and look better than you?
Yes.
Because
It did.
it's the confidence that we exude. So yes, I have
Yes.
experienced stereotyping. I have. I can't say I've experienced it face to face like professionally. I
Mhm.
Right.
can't say that. And in ministry, no, because they just think that every big girl can sing. So
Oh yeah.
That one. And I cannot. Have y'all looked at that video? I can't sing. I
oh,
just like doing it.
yeah. So
just
I don't.
just continue to
They
make
just
a
be glad
joyful
when I walk
noise.
in. They be glad when I walk in. They be like, "Oh, she can sing." I mean, I don't think I can sing. That's what y'all saying. But I mean, just your regular stereotype. People will stare at you. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, that doesn't matter to me. Like
No.
I have come to. I told my mom this on Sunday about something totally opposite. I said at almost 41, I have come to the place where I really don't care.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine living your life walking around
Or
worrying about what the next
worry.
person thinks about you?
Caring.
It,
Yeah.
it
That's
it's
that
funny
bondage.
that you say that, but there's a lot that
It's
still
so
are, like
many.
you said, in that bondage, and they worry
Yes.
about
That's
how people are
bondage.
gonna look at them and what they're gonna say about them. And what you do is you hold your head up high
Yep.
and you step right on in there. And like you
Yes.
Absolutely.
say, when you walk in and you're looking good, smelling good, trust me, you're gonna get their attention.
Yes.
Whether they want to give it to you or not, they're gonna watch you.
Yes.
Just me for myself, you know, I do it for myself, not for nobody
Other
else,
people.
just for
Yes.
myself, because I have a lot of people that's like, do you ever wear the same thing twice? Yeah, but you just don't know it. It is a problem that I have that I don't like to a lot of the times, but I'm gonna switch some things up and I'm gonna wear some things more than once.
Yes. Yes.
But that
So when
that
people
lets you
say, do
know
you?
that people are watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Say that again, Miss
And that's the
Elizabeth.
important part is how we represent out into
Exactly.
this world because people are watching you.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said something early, just a minute ago, and Katie was saying you going to the pool. So, how do you all feel about plus size women, and even yourselves, in bathing suits? Because that's the thing. Oh no, we got to wear big t-shirts and workout pants to go swimming. Okay,
No ma'am.
I'm
It's to
listening.
be
No
heavy
ma'am.
like that in the pool. Ain't nobody supposed to be all heavy like that in the pool with no pants
E-
on.
Exactly, exactly. Um, I've gotten to the point I've never not worn like a bathing suit, but of course I've changed now. I'm gonna put me on a two-piece and I'm gonna
Bam.
rock it just like that. And I'm still coming out in my two-piece, whether they like
Yes.
it or not, because I'm
Yes.
looking good. So I'm,
Yes.
I'm I'm okay with that. I'm confident. And like you said, now that they are making these bathing suits for plus size women, so
Yes.
it's more accommodating now. So yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. What about you, Miss Katie?
I mean, plus size women are the hot commodity right now.
Girl, we
Yeah.
winning.
You get what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? So
We winning.
companies know they need to add us in their campaigns. Rappers rap about us. I mean, let's think about
Hmm.
Drake, so walking in a beta suit, I'm good. Like, I mean, of course I'm gonna wear a cover up. That's just me. Cause
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Yes.
always keep it classy. But
Yes.
no,
Right.
I'm gonna wear it. I'm not getting in the pool with no pants on and a shirt. No. And then you be hot and heavy and be
Why
sweating.
I gotta wear a t-shirt and some shorts or something? No, you got a
Yes.
bathing suit. I'm gonna wear a bathing suit too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have a story I was sharing. I was sharing this with Alicia before you
Okay.
came on. So I'm talking with my sister, right? So I'm getting ready to go on a trip to Puerto Rico. So I'm telling my sister and my cousin who I'm traveling with, she was like, well, what kind of bathing suit you got? I was like, oh, I have a couple two pieces, a couple thongs. She was like, what? She said, she was like, you have what? I said, so thongs. So when I'm telling my sister this, she was like, you lying. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. My sister called me for 3 days while I was in Puerto Rico. And she was like, I
My
ain't got
sister.
no picture with that booty yet. I need a picture with that booty showing. She said, I don't believe you. So I told my cousin, I was like, girl, take this picture so I can send it to my cousin because I'm tired of her calling me while I'm on
Uh-huh.
the page. So I took the picture, and when I sent it to her, she said, oh my goodness, I was at dinner when you sent me that picture. She said, I passed my phone to everybody who was sitting at the table. I was like, y'all
Oh,
look
Go to
at
my
my
sister.
oh, that's what's
So
up.
what, listen,
Yes.
what really did it for me is when she gave the phone to my mother calls me and said, girl, I wish my booty looked that good in the thong.
Erika, come through.
That's right.
Yeah, it was one of those, it was like, oh, all right, Mom. But it was one of those times that, and what's crazy is what made me do it is my best friend's daughter. She was like,
Hmm.
what are you wearing to your trip? I was like, I don't know. She was like, wear something cheeky. And I was like, girl, I'm not wearing that. She was like, why? Don't nobody know you in Puerto Rico.
There you
Period.
go.
Oh, look at that point right there. But it was so freeing. And it was crazy because one of a friend of the family, they came to me and they was like, I heard you thumping it in Puerto Rico. And he was like, you know what? I'm so proud of you. And he knows me. He knows me as a woman of God. He knows me as a woman of prayer. He was like, wasn't that freeing for you to just be you? And I
Hmm.
was like, I was. I
Exactly.
was. And it was one of those things that we have to be so comfortable in our bodies. Now, I'm very respectful of that. I wouldn't do that around if it's couples, but it was a girl trip. So it was just women around.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm very respectful of people's marriages, and I wouldn't want to do anything to make someone else feel uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
I know I don't have a normal size booty, so I wouldn't want to do that to make someone feel uncomfortable. But it's a girls' trip. There's all women around, so it's one of those
Right.
things that I felt very comfortable in
Hmm.
my own skin. And I think sometimes we as women, we're not that comfortable because, and what I've seen is a lot of people that are in relationships are not
Mm,
very comfortable in their own skin because they're too busy trying to be what their mate wants them to be. Like
Right.
if there is some type of, and I've seen this in men who are very insecure in themselves, they pretty much make their woman feel very insecure in herself. So it's kind of like that insecurity exude on them, and they can't really even tell you who they are because they're too busy being who he wants her to be.
mm.
Right.
Have you all experienced that, or like know people who have experienced that?
Um, I like you said, I haven't experienced that, but I have known, of course, like you said, married couples or someone that's in a relationship, not allowing or being allowed to be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So they tend to, and like you said, but then when they're not around, their significant other, then they're a whole different person.
A whole different
I
person.
just think, I just think that you should be able to be yourself in any setting or around anybody.
Yes.
So you have to just be yourself. And I feel like if you're not, then it's like kind of like phony and, you know, I myself personally, I'm not with it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. What about you, Miss Katie?
Now, I've never experienced that because when you meet me and you with me, what you see is what you get.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing that's dramatically changing. So literally, you know, I'm plus size when you meet me. Like when you came up to me and got my number, you knew that then.
Yes.
And I was married for 11 years and I never had that issue with my ex-husband. It was, you knew who I was, you know, when you met me, people that I date, like
Yes.
nothing is gonna drastically change. So
Yes.
this is me. You either
Gotcha.
like me or not. Yeah. So I
Gotcha.
have,
Right.
but like Alicia said, I do know people who have been in relationships
Mhm.
and that has become an issue. And I'm just always confused because I'm just like, but they knew you when who you were when they, so I don't know
Right.
why they, yeah, I'm always confused by that because like this isn't new.
Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. I think it's one of those things that people feel like they can change someone. Like,
Mm,
um, like I can say that I was in one relationship that I felt like he was going to change me. And I'm like, dude, like that, that's not gonna happen. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's really not gonna happen. I'm willing to accept you for who you are. I need you to do the same thing. It
mhm.
is
Right.
what it is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. But I think is if we allow people to change us to who they want us to be, then we're no longer the authentic person that God made us to be.
Us to be. Yeah. Right.
Yes. Now, you can't get a dog and not change your life. So that just is what it is. So when you get someone in your life, there is going to be some change, but it's not to change, especially my body image. Yeah, no,
Right.
you see me lose or gain weight, boo, it ain't for you.
It's definitely not.
Not at all.
So true.
It is for me. Yes, absolutely. Um, got some questions in regards to being online. So all of us are picture takers. We all post pictures online 24/7. That's just us because we cute. We just keep it cute. That's just it is what it is. Have you all experienced anyone saying something derogatory or even someone trying to compare your body to something else, you know, since we've been in this whole social media phenomenon?
I myself, honestly, I haven't. No, I haven't been. I don't feel nobody said anything to me that
Mhm.
they've compared it. Like I said, me and you were talking earlier, I'm the type of person because people tend to think that plus size women is, they're only going to take a headshot. And I'm the type of person, I'm going to take a full body picture because I want you to see all of me because I'm not hiding anything from anybody. This is me, this is who I am. And like Katie said, what you see is what you get.
Yes.
So I don't, nobody's ever, like she said, honestly, it's like when you post these pictures and post these things, I've gotten like a lot of comments, and my post or posting my full body or my headshot or whatever I'm posting, it's really to inspire other women.
Yes.
I
Yes.
want to inspire other plus size women to let them know that it is definitely okay. We are accepted. And if not, then accept yourself and be yourself. Like you said, be authentic, stay authentic. And like Katie said, men are like, these skinny women aren't in anymore. Us plus size women are in. And it's not just during the winter, it's season year round. So, it's like when I post, it's like young men, and I'm like, man, I got children older than you. Get
Jesus.
off, get off my page. I'm just posting because my thing is to promote positivity for other Black women, other
Yes.
plus size women, so that they can know that hey, we're not restricted to wearing leggings all the time, you
Yes.
know, and big t-shirts.
Yes. Absolutely. What about you, Miss Katie? Any experience in cyberbullying or online harassment?
No, no one's ever said anything to me in my face.
Okay.
No, never. And if they were, we'll address it. That's how.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm big on communication, so I'd be like, okay, so let's dig deep down inside and find out what's the root of your dissatisfaction of my picture.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah.
be
A
ready.
lot of it
But
be
no, no one
jealousy.
ever. You said what?
a lot of it be jealousy and
Yeah, no one has ever said anything to me or compared me.
right.
You
Yes.
can't compare. You can't. You know me. You're not fixing to compare. We
Not at
different.
all. Not
We
at all.
different.
Well,
Right.
in my situation, I think I have had the total opposite effect. Like when
Really?
you go to posting pictures, I mean in a positive way. When I go
Okay.
to posting pictures, is like Alicia said, you got these young boys in your DM. You got these, you got old classmates. Oh,
I
listen,
know it.
girl, like dang, you was fine in high school, but you fine now. You got all of
Yes.
this right here. You got all of that, all
A
of the
bunch of
extra.
hey strangers. Hey stranger. You know?
What?
Nah,
What?
stranger. And I've experienced that same thing. It's like we were in school together, but in school I was like the plus size girl, but you didn't think anything about me. You didn't think to look this way. But now, it's like now you want to talk. No, I
Yeah.
don't have time for it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I think Alicia also hit on it. When it comes down to the young guys, we look younger than we
Mhm.
actually
I
are.
do.
Oh yeah,
And
most
Yeah.
I
definitely.
literally, especially at work, I be like, baby, listen, honey, baby, I'm too old for you. I just need you, listen, just I may have a niece or two I can hook you up with, but not me. I was like, don't you think I'm too old for you when you calling me Miss Erica? Bruh,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
bruh,
Mm.
listen, I'm not the one for you. I
They
promise
be
you.
on you. They
Oh
on you.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
definitely.
yes, and yes. So when I say I feel like plus size women are winning, and this is not to downplay any woman in any size, but
Right.
I'm
Right.
seeing it from my end, from my perspective, and I'm a plus size Black woman. When I say I feel that we are winning in life, we are really, really winning. Like when I see my sisters post, when I see you all post, it was like I'd be like, yes, girl, do it, girl, yes. And you will see the additional people chiming in and talking about how beautiful we are and talking about, our clothing and how cute it is and where did you get that outfit from and this, that, and the third. And it's one of those things, and I'm not saying they're not doing that with other people, but I'm saying I admire the plus size woman. Like when I go places and I see the big chick and she looking fly, I be like, girl, you doing that.
Oh
That
yeah.
even if I see them in the gym, like that's another myth that people have, like plus size people don't work out. Like none of my friends will work out with me, none.
Really.
They be like, you going to work out with Erica? I'm not going to work out with Erica. Like, because I get motivated when I got people with me. So I go real hard. I be like, oh
Hard.
no. You want one, you should have drunk that before you left home. Like, come on, girl, let's get this done. Like, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Like, I'm
Right.
that person when we're working out. So I'm one of those people that we still have to kill that myth. Like, just because we're plus size or just because, we are at a certain size that we don't do a certain thing. My best friend will not work out with me. She was like, I'm not doing it. She was like, I'll walk the neighborhood with you, but that's it. That's it. You guys want something to add to that?
I was just gonna say, Erica,
No,
I feel you. I'm not gonna work out with you at all. Ever.
me either.
My best friend work out. My best friend Shay, she work out all the time. She'd be
Uh-huh.
like, Katie, come do this yoga class. Katie, come do this spin class. I'm not doing any of that. But do you know what I am though? I am a pescatarian, so I don't eat meat.
Okay. Sweet.
So
Oh
Okay.
it's
wow.
interesting. I posted like a month ago, a couple weeks ago. A friend of mine was saying he had got some chips from this lady at the store,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I don't eat chips. That's because I just don't like chips. He was like, yeah, but if it was tree bark, you would eat it because they laughing at me because I'm a pescatarian.
Oh wow.
They be like, if it was a tree,
And
you would eat
tree
it.
bark.
If it was a leaf, you would eat it. It's like, let it go.
Yeah.
So
Let
that's
it.
another myth. You have plus size people that are vegans, vegetarians.
Yes.
I'm a pescatarian.
Yes.
Um, just still want to be healthy. We're not just like
Yes. Yes.
eating steaks and pretzels and chocolate fountains all day.
Right.
No,
Right.
That's
not
not
at
what
all.
we're doing.
Not when
Mm-mm.
I say not at all, not in the least. Not
Mm-mm.
least. However, no one wants to come to my house to eat because there's never any food here. I was like, listen,
Mm-mm.
I got no kids.
Everything needs to grow up and
I
get
ain't got
go.
no food.
Oh,
What I
We
eat
talked about this
for?
already.
I
Trust me,
need
they ain't
eggs
coming to my house
and
either.
fruit.
And I hate going to the grocery store. I don't like grocery shopping, so
I don't. I just like going to Sam's to get everything at one time, and I ain't got to go back for like 2 weeks.
Oh no, you won't catch me in Sam's. No.
yeah, I don't do Sam's either.
No, I'll send you my list, but I'm not going to Sam's.
So I got to get it for you. Oh, that ain't
Oh
gonna
yeah, I'm not
that
going to
probably wouldn't happen. Have you seen my car? It ain't gonna fit in there.
Aw.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Not in the least. Go ahead. You were saying something, Katie?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So this is another one. This one is kind of one of the fears that people have. Have you ever experienced rejection from an intimate partner because of your size?
No.
No,
Okay.
because I feel like, normally when you get with that person, they're accepting you for who you are already. You
Okay.
know, I haven't experienced anybody to say, well, oh, she's big, but I was big when you got with me, but not to say, oh, well, you need to lose some weight or anything like that. So I've never had that issue.
Okay. I think I may have not had it directly, but you know
Mhm.
how sometimes you feel the judgment. You don't necessarily, they're not necessarily
Here, yeah.
saying it, but you
Hmm.
feel the judgment. You feel the comparison to the people that they've had before. And a lot of times men will compare you to other women.
Oh
Yeah.
And
yeah, most
it,
definitely.
yeah, and if someone else was a lot smaller, then they may compare you to that. But I can tell you pretty much in my 40s, yeah, I ain't experienced none of that right there. I'd be like,
Yeah,
hold down.
yeah,
I guess
definitely.
that. Wait. Yeah, it's been more so something of that nature. And it's like a friend of mine once told me, I met him years ago, and he says, when you walk in the room, you walk in with so much confidence. Every man in here is attracted to you.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
And it wasn't about my size. It was about the confidence that I had. And there
yeah,
were men of every color. They were black, they were white. There was one that was Hispanic. And he was like, these men are attracted to you. And it's
yeah.
because men like confidence. They like women who are confident within themselves. And
Right,
once you're confident within yourself, it's not even about your size because insecurity is a turn off to most men. When women
right.
are so insecure about their bodies, it's a turnoff. But when they're secure in their bodies, it's different.
and and you're confident, and when you walk in, that confidence exudes, and they can see it automatically,
Yes,
so it's nothing that you really had to say or do. You can walk in and they can pick up on it.
yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. So,
It's funny, but let me
oh,
tell you, it's like this was like years ago. I was still plus size, but back in the day, of course, now that I've gotten a little bit older, can't wear the heels like I used to.
girl,
But
don't you
I
ever.
remember, going when I go into church. I used to wear suits and stuff, going to church, my heels on, looking cute. And I remember this one lady. She said, "Honey," she said, "I don't know what it is about you, but my grandson just think you the cutest lady in the world, and how you walk in with them heels on." And I was just
Yes,
like, and like I said, I know this has been over 15 years ago,
yes,
so it is, like I said, it's just how people actually look at you when you walk in with confidence
absolutely.
and not scared and afraid of how you carry yourself.
Yes. I think culturally speaking, like with the family and like I know people that have experienced feelings of basically insecurity from their families and how someone has viewed them in the family, like someone has maybe called them fat or someone is told them they put on a lot of weight or whatever.
Right.
Growing up black is just a little different.
Oh yeah.
Because, and I'm not saying that there's people that don't experience that because feeling some type of shame for someone calling them fat or whatever, but growing up black, being called fat is not this, it doesn't carry the same weight for me like growing
No.
up in the black community. It just don't.
Right.
For one, my level of sarcasm was so high. Like if you came with a fat joke, it better be so good. It better have the best punchline. Because get ready to come back with, I'm finna tear down your whole self-esteem. So I
Right,
was that person, like a fat joke, you better come with one that's really good. But
right,
I just
right,
feel like growing up culturally in the black community, I haven't experienced people that are like totally body shamed by their families. Have you all
right.
experienced people who have gone through that?
I haven't per se. I do have a friend, and the sad part about it is, and I get on her all the time because yeah, she's a plus size, but she's more hippie and booty, but she still just feels like, when she puts on weight, and then if somebody says, "Girl, you look like you done gained some weight," I mean, it just tears down her whole world,
Oh,
but I just, yeah, I mean, she's a very pretty girl. She carries herself beautifully. I mean, I just don't understand it. So, I just constantly get on her about it. And then, a lot of times her family like, oh, your ass done got big and So, it is what it is. I mean,
yeah,
some people are paying for it. So, I mean, so what's the big problem?
that one. That one. Exactly. What about you, Miss Katie?
Um, I didn't really have that problem. My mom is very outspoken. So she was, I tell people my confidence is high, literally, honestly, because of her. Um, because even at 41, she's still outspoken. Like, believe me.
Yes. Yes.
Loving. Oh, the most loving person you will ever meet in your life.
Mhm.
But if you gain an ounce, you'll still know it. I guess that's what moms do.
Oh yeah,
Um,
most
Yeah.
if you gain an ounce, she'll be like,
Yes.
Katie. I'm like, Jesus have mercy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I think in the black family, I haven't experienced it like bad. No, some people I know have really experienced it really bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I think I know I came from a loving family on all sides. My mom, my dad. I wasn't the only plus size person. Like,
Right.
so it was more like, look at them, right? More
Yeah.
than they done got so big. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever heard those words per se from
Okay.
anybody in my family. And I don't think I've ever heard those. "Ooh, you done got so big" in my family.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was in Red Lobster one time years ago, and this man saw me. It was me and my children. I was married. My then husband was there, and this guy, he was a little mentally challenged. He said, "Hey girl, how you doing? Oh, you done got so big like that." And I was like, should I read him because he's a little slow, or should I not? But I said he was big enough to say it, so I'm fixing to give you this read.
That part.
I said, I'm not sure how you calling me big when you don't even have no teeth in your mouth.
Ooh.
So
See,
before,
that's what I'm talking about. Like when you come with the joke, it
you
better be the
gotta,
Yeah.
best punchline ever.
it gotta be good. It gotta be good.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
and he told me, "Oh, Katie, right? But you just tried me in front of
Yes,
everybody."
Exactly.
Back in
yes,
the day, all the church people went to Red Lobster. So it's
Oh
some
yeah.
old people in Red Lobster, and you said that to me, but you mad because I said you ain't had no teeth. Listen, really don't lean.
Right.
Really
that
don't.
one, that
Yeah,
one,
I've
that
never
one.
experienced it from my family. Nah, nah,
Yes,
Yeah.
not bad. No, no, not at all.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
But I think I have the same kind of mama. Like my mother would say, "Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
looking a little dumply in that dress right there." I'd be like, "Ma, like really?" She was like, "Yeah." I don't think you need to wear that dress right there no more.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Listen, I mean, literally, when people say, well, how do you get your clothes to fit so well? I was like, my mama.
My
Really?
mama,
Well, how? What do you mean? How? I said, my mother would say, oh, did you see your butt before you? You might need to go back in the house and look at your butt, honey, because that don't look good right there. I
listen,
be like, Ma. She's like,
I
you
have
seen all them dimples, all that right there, baby. That don't look good. You need to go get that. You need to go check that out right there.
in my
Straight
closet, I
up.
have a drawer full of safety pins.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Because my mama said, you just gonna show everybody. They, oh, like they're not going nowhere. I'm not purposely doing this.
Please.
You gonna show everybody. So Erica, they be like, oh, your dress, oh, that's so pretty. How you got that dress? safety pins.
What?
Because if I don't wear it, the world is gonna explode.
Right.
Yes, yes. When I say she did not play, she was like, "Oh, you need to turn." She'd be like, "Turn back around and go look in that mirror because all that don't look good." Yeah,
Right.
figure that out before you walk out the door. I need
But
you
it's
to
a
Right.
good thing,
go get a
It's a good,
girdle, go get something.
yeah, it's a good thing, At least they don't want
Yes,
us looking any type of way. So
Right.
exactly.
it's aggravating, but I'd be like, oh gosh, like,
Exactly.
yeah.
But this is the bad part about it. I do my nieces the same way. I just do it a little different. I'd be like,
Mhm.
hey, I got something here to the house for you. They be like, what? I'd be like, see these thanks? You know that dress that you had on the other day? I was just buying that for you, baby. I do it like that. Like, oh, Auntie got you
Okay.
some, girl. Auntie got you some, girl. Girl, it's gonna look good when you put that dress back on, girl. That's gonna
Ooh.
look real good right now. Okay. It's that type of way because
Mhm.
I don't want to make them feel bad about things, but I do want to let them know, hey, listen, if I'm paying attention, other people are paying attention.
Other people are,
And
if somebody else
you
sees it too.
represent us when you walk out that door.
Mhm.
Right.
Period. So no, I need you to be well put together, like your auntie is well put together when she walk out the door.
Right.
Yeah, just
Amen.
like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So we're gonna end shortly, but I have just a few more things. Do you all know of any plus size movements that 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 is catering to plus size women in a positive light? Do you all know any or have been a part of any?
So one of my really good friends in Ocala, her name is Shawana Vickers.
Okay.
She's an influencer. She's also an esthetician. She has her own spa in Ocala.
Okay.
She has a group called Hello Purpose, and she actually had her own modeling agency at one time,
Oh wow.
Sweet, sweet. And
right
that
there in
catered to plus
Ocala,
size women?
and it caters to plus size women.
Wow.
Wow, that's nice.
So that's the
Awesome.
first one that comes to my head, and I follow so many on Instagram. You should have asked me this earlier. I could have had the names ready for you. But someone that I know personally would be my friend Shawana, and she's in Ocala, and she's a big advocate for
Good,
Mhm.
good, good.
the plus
So
size
you all
movement.
here, she said, Shawana, what's your last name again?
Vickers,
Vic-
Vickers. Look
Shawana
up.
Vickers. We are
Tell them,
giving you a shout out, baby.
yeah,
Yes,
yes.
Katie
yes,
sent you. That's my girl. We've been friends for a
yes,
few years now. Yeah.
absolutely. Do you know of any Miss Alicia?
Actually, I don't know of any. Not
Okay, okay.
personally.
I did look up a few. So there's a such thing called Full Figured Fashion Week. I did not
Hmm.
know.
Oh
I
yeah, I've heard of that. Hmm.
I did not know that. I was like, oh wow. And it basically just
Wow.
celebrates the full figured woman. Um,
Um,
Okay.
I'm
there
gonna tell
is a
you, someone from Gainesville actually modeled in Full Figure Fashion Week.
oh wow, okay.
Chandria Dennison. She
Oh,
modeled
okay.
in
I
Full
know Pastor
Figure
Dennis's
Fashion Week.
Okay.
daughter.
Yep.
Okay,
This was before COVID, so maybe 5 years ago.
okay,
Oh
Um,
wow.
okay.
mhm.
That's awesome. There's another one called F Your Beauty Standards, and it's spelled
Mm.
EFF, Your Beauty Standards.
Okay.
So, and that one is also a plus size movement. The supermodel by the name of Tess Holiday,
Yeah,
Hmm.
she
I
started
follow.
that.
I follow.
Okay, yes. There's another one that is called this is crazy. The NAAFA, the National
And
Association to Advance Fat Acceptance.
Oh
oh.
wow.
I was like, okay. They said they're not exclusive to Black women, but it's for all. It's basically for people of all sizes, but they're promoting the discrimination of body shaming and body sizing. So that's what they are literally promoting. There's another one called CurvyCon, which
Hmm.
it's an annual convention. Do you follow them as well?
Yeah, I do. Hmm.
Okay. That is a good one. Now, I actually went to Juicy Body Goddess. Have you all ever heard of that?
I
No,
have. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
never
they're
heard.
located in They're located in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I went to Charlotte back in December, and I wanted to go to that store. So I went to that store, and basically when you walk in the store, they have this recording plan and say you got to be too something to do something. That's their that's their motto.
Do something to
And
do
I don't know if
something.
you all seen, yes, if you all seen the wedding that I went to, and I had on a black jumpsuit. I actually got that from Juicy Body Goddess. Yes.
Okay.
You all know Candace Patrick, her daughter just got her daughter
Yes.
was married. Okay, I wore that to her daughter's
Okay, I
wedding.
did see that. I did see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I got that from Juicy Body Goddess. And when
Okay.
I say that woman, she has like the best testimony of how she blessed plus size young girls who cannot afford prom dresses. She helped provide prom dresses for them because it's hard to find plus size
Right.
prom dresses that are actually nice. So
Mm-hmm.
when I say beautiful spirit, when I walked in the
Wow.
store, just like overly helpful. She was like, "Hey, listen, don't try on everything in the dressing room by yourself. Come out. We'll help you buckle it up. We'll help you zip it up. We'll help you do
Right.
everything." Like that's the atmosphere in the store. So if you
Okay.
ever want to go there, I can't remember the name of the mall. I think it was Northland or North something mall, but it's called
Okay.
Juicy Body Goddess. Yes,
Okay.
and they're
Okay.
actually also on Instagram as well.
Okay.
Juicy Body
Good.
Goddess. Yes, and they sell online as well. They just actually recently had a sale, but they do sell online as well.
Okay.
All right. You guys have any final thoughts for the people?
Let me ask, I just want to ask you a question. You touched on it for when you were talking about, I think your niece or somebody. How do you tell a friend, whether she's plus size or small, how do you tell your friend that maybe that's not something that she should wear? You know, people are real funny about, because I'm one, I can take constructive criticism, you know, and like you said, if you see something, then that means somebody else is going to see it.
Okay.
So a lot of people can't handle that.
Yes.
Um, I think that especially if I'm a friend of yours, I think I should be able to tell you, friend, that right there is not for you.
Yes.
You know, because people do tend to think that because I've squeezed in it, then it's okay to wear it. But
Yeah.
that's not always the case.
No.
So how do you tell somebody or a friend, you know, other than your niece or a family member, how do you go about trying to tell somebody that may not be the right thing for you to wear?
Katie, I got my mama spirit. You might need to answer this question because my words don't come out like soft all the time. My words come out hard sometimes. And when I say I just say it, I be like, well, where you going?
Yeah.
Where you going? That ain't cute. I mean, I
Mm.
can remember telling someone they were on vacation and they were like, let me show you my vacation stuff. And I was like, oh, that's ugly. That's what you wearing?
Ooh.
I was like, oh, that what you wearing? I said, I told you, just let me help you pick that stuff out. You look like
Right.
somebody's grandma. That's
Ooh.
ugly.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't about the size. It wasn't about whether it didn't fit.
Yeah.
It was just
Right.
not appropriate for where they were going. And I was like, you're not going
Right.
to work. You're going on vacation. You're going to the beach.
Right.
Like, I need you
Right.
to look like you're going to the beach, not like you're going to work. So it was
Right.
one of those things that for me, I think I just kind of say it, but I kind of know who I can say it just like that too.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, so when I recognize that someone is a little sensitive about how they look, I do tailor it to make them understand, like, I'm not speaking against you. That just
Right. Right.
that just don't look right. And I mean, and that has nothing to do with size, because
Right.
I mean, I've told people who are small to say, don't wear that.
Right.
That right
Okay.
there, you're getting ready to wear it. You are getting ready to get some attention that you don't want.
Right.
So when you are too overly exposed and you're going somewhere, the attention that you're getting ready to want, the man that's looking at you in that outfit, He's not looking at you and saying, "Oh, I wonder what her dreams and aspirations are." No,
Yeah,
no, boo.
Maybe that's
that
not what
is
they.
true.
Maybe that's not what they wanted him to think.
Uh,
Erica.
maybe, but when you know these people, you know they're looking for a husband everywhere they go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, baby, listen, you're not gonna get. He not looking at. He don't care nothing about
Mm-mm,
your dreams and aspirations. He want to
at
know what
all.
that thing do. That's what he want to know. He
Mm-hmm.
don't want to know
Exactly.
nothing about your dreams, your aspirations, and your desires in life to get an education. He can care less. So I need you to change that outfit so you can change the minds of the people who are getting ready to put their eyes on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that mine come out a little harsh. Maybe Katie's a little softer, but if her mom tell the truth like my mom, it's probably not.
Mine, mine is a little softer
Okay.
because sometimes you don't feel like hearing that. But as a friend, like she says, you do have to gauge on the type of friendship you have with the person.
Yes.
Um, so I would say, "Oh, I thought about getting an outfit like that," and they're gonna say, "For real?" I was like, "Yeah, but I didn't get it because it didn't fit me right in this area," and they'll be like,
Right.
"Didn't? No, did you thought it fit right in for you? Yeah, no, not really."
Yeah.
Or my girls, I'd
Yes.
be like, let's talk about this outfit.
That
Let's
part.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. And they'll be like, for real? Be like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk about it. So
Yeah.
you honestly have to just gauge the
Yes.
Gauge the
relationship that you
person.
have with the person.
Yes. The
Yeah. Some
relationship in
people,
person. Mhm.
right. Some people you can be like, I don't think so. Let's see what else. Now this works really good. Oh, let's see what else you have in your closet.
Yeah.
Rather than saying, I don't like that. You know
Sounds
what I'm
good.
saying? You can be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, what are your other options? How do I know this? Because my friends have done it to me.
Yeah.
I've said,
Okay.
oh, what y'all think of
Gotcha.
this dress? They'll be
Yeah.
like, do you have any other suggestions? I'd be like, oh, okay, so that means no.
Yeah. That's a
Basically.
no-go.
So
Yes.
I normally do that. Let's see what else is in your closet, or let's see what else you have. Or
Okay.
I'll say, I almost bought that, but I didn't like how it fit like in my side area. So I changed it. And they'll be like, oh, for real? Yeah. So
Yeah.
see what else is there. What else do
That's a
you
good
have?
one. That's a
Those,
good
that's
one.
what I normally do. Yeah.
That's a good
Okay.
one. That's a
Yeah,
good
that
one.
is.
Yeah. I think that sometimes people feel like with plus size women, like you have everything you're insecure about, or you have bits and pieces that you're insecure about. And for me, for all women, I don't know a woman that doesn't have something about her body that she
That's
just
it.
doesn't like. It just
Mm-hmm.
is
Right.
what it is. I
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's just something. But I remind people, I am 48 years old. My goddamn stomach don't supposed to be flat. 48
Exactly.
years
Exactly.
old. I'm not supposed to be walking around with a flat stomach. And I mean, to each his own, however somebody wants to do it.
Right.
But I am 48 years old and I embrace my age. So it's
Right.
just one of those things that, if we start to embrace some of the things that happen with age, as Katie was talking about earlier, like, hey, later down the years, I don't know what it's going to be. But we have to embrace these things as they come with
As
age.
they are.
I've,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of women experience a lot of depression when their bodies start to change.
Change
And I was like, we have to kind of embrace these body changes.
as they
It's
change. Yeah.
inevitable. Like, it's like, what's the alternative? Death?
There. And I'm not trying to die.
That's it.
So
At
I'm okay.
all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Katie, did you have some last words for the people?
I just want to say thank you so much for bringing light to this subject. You
Yeah.
picked amazing people to be on the panel. So
Yeah.
thank you for bringing light to this subject. I just want the world to understand and know that when you see someone that might look a little bit differently than you do, it's okay. Us
Yes.
being different is what makes the world go round. If we
Absolutely.
were all the same, it would be absolutely boring.
Yes. And
Well,
I,
You
I
what they have to also realize is that maybe we're not the ones that's different. Maybe they're the ones that's different, you
Alicia,
know?
I say that all the time. I'd be like, well, who made y'all the right ones?
Exactly. Who
Because what
said
does
that
this
you was
mean?
right? I mean,
Yeah,
like
who said that?
a lot of them say, dogs like meat on their bones. So,
that's
it is
it.
what it is. But to each their own. You like what you like, and I'm not gonna knock anybody for that, but my thing would be to embrace yourself, love
Mhm.
yourself. Um, if you, because I know for a fact that a lot of men tend to try to prey on plus size women,
Mhm.
thinking that, oh, we're so vulnerable and that, we're willing to accept them because, oh, they want to talk to us or they want to get to know us,
Or
when
do
that's not really
anything.
Mhm.
exactly. So no, that's not it. Once you love yourself and you're
Yes.
confident in yourself,
Yes.
nobody can tell you anything.
Yes.
Can't nobody tell me nothing about me.
Yeah.
I love who I am. I love what I look like. Like you said, there are parts of me that I may not like, but that
Yes.
doesn't mean that this person may not like it. They may like it, but I know what I don't like about my body. But
Yes.
again, you know, love yourself. You
Yes.
know,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
don't let your size be the determining factor to make you depressed or to bring you down. Dress yourself up, encourage yourself, you
Yeah.
know, that's what it's all about, encouraging yourself and being positive about it. And
Yes.
I because I can say that back in the day when I was first having kids, I get up and throw me some shorts on, pull my hair back in a ponytail, and didn't think any more about it. But now, you're not going. And I told a friend of mine, and she's a small, petite girl. And I'm like, you know what? In this day and time, people, even when we eat with our eyes. So when you're going somewhere, even if you're just running to the store,
Yep.
you know, get cute. And you don't
Yes.
have to put on heels or put on you some nice little shorts or a t-shirt or something like that. Just make it presentable.
Yes.
You got to feel good about yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's good. That's good. I'm so glad you guys were here. I hope that we were able to help someone be more positive about how they look. Now we did tailor this to plus size Black women, but this is for anyone. This is going to be for
Oh
men.
yeah.
Men go through their stages too when they're, especially in their 40s and their 50s, and their testosterone is starting to drop, and
Oh
the
yeah.
belly starts to come, and they get, a little thin in the top. They go through their own, stages of that. So anyone who is having an issue with, your body positivity, like, find the beauty within yourself. Everyone
Yourself.
has something about them that they absolutely love. I tell anyone, stand in the mirror naked, and do not criticize yourself, and tell yourself something about you that you love. And I
Mhm.
Right.
guarantee you'll start to love yourself a lot more
More and
when
more.
you do that.
Mhm.
Right.
Absolutely. So I just want to thank you guys. We did have a couple of people. They chimed in and said a few things. I think we had no questions. We didn't have any questions. So we did have quite a few people listening in and watching us tonight. I want to
Okay.
thank you all I apologize for our technical difficulties in the beginning. I don't know what it was, but these things do what they want to do. So, but I just want to thank you all for joining us, for me, for my first podcast under Soulful Revelations by Erika. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, and we will soon be on Spotify just as well. So we're eventually
Good.
going to transition over to Spotify. So our next podcast is the last Friday of next month, Valentine's Day. I have the handsome Jarvis C. Henderson that's going to be on the podcast with us. And we're
Okay.
going to talk about this whole feminine and masculine energy that
Mhm.
everybody keep throwing up in our faces, like we too masculine. Like, I don't want to hear that crap no more. But we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that next month, the last Friday in
Okay.
February. So thank you
Okay.
guys for tuning in. Ladies,
Thank
don't
you
go
for
anywhere just
having
yet.
me.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes. Thank you for being here. Y'all have a good night. Ladies,
Thank
don't
you.
go